guys, how's it going? And welcome to this Burton Albion versus Queen's Park Rangers match preview. So the Brewers haven't actually played a league match since the 1st of January. Obviously that 3-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough. But since then we have actually featured in the Emirates FA Cup. And it was a very odd result actually. We were defeated 1-0 by Birmingham City at St Andrews. Although we probably could have continued on through to the 4th round in that game. We had a lot of possession in Birmingham's half, but we couldn't put our chances away. And that's definitely something that we're going to need to make sure we can do against QPR tomorrow. So no new signings have been brought in, and it will be the exact same squad that faced Birmingham City. However, Sean Scannell, just prior to that Birmingham match, did return from his loan deal after picking up an injury. So, the Brewers team news. It's looking as it has so far this season. Not many injuries at all. Although both Will Miller and Tom Flanagan are a few concerns for us ahead of the game tomorrow. Will Miller suffered a knock in the... Well, both of them suffered knocks in the first half of that FA Cup clash. Will Miller was substituted off at half-time for Joe Sabara, and you can actually see in my video, we could see him limping off down the tunnel. Tom Flanagan did carry on to play, I believe, the full 90 minutes, but he still could be... neither of them have trained during the early part of this week. Liam Boyce is also continuing his recovery from that knee injury. Jake Buxton and John Brayford are also nursing slight injuries, but Nigel Clough says the two defenders should be fit to play. Ben Turner has been playing recently despite an ankle problem, and he is likely to do so once more. So now we move on to QPR, who will be without Jordan Cousins, Paul Smith. Cousins, who has endured an injury-hit season, has been ruled out with another hamstring issue. Smith, who scored the winner on his Rangers debut against Cardiff on New Year's Day, is also out with an injury. He's also out with an injury, and but Alex Baptiste is expected to be fit despite going off with a back injury during the FA Cup defeat by MK Dons. So it should be quite an interesting game for the Brewers. One that is definitely winnable, I reckon, and one that we really do need to go take all 3 points from. QPR currently sits 17th in the table, and the Brewers obviously just inside that relegation zone on goal difference, I believe. So just a few stats coming up for you now. The Brewers have never are actually unbeaten against QPR. We beat them 1-0 in, I believe it would have been the League Cup, I believe it was, back a few years ago. Adam McGurk getting the only goal of that game. Then, of course, we faced them at home last season. That was a 1-1 draw. Jamie Ward getting the first goal of the game cancelled out by a QPR goal around 70 minutes in. Then we went away to Loftus Road and picked up our second away win of the season last year with Lloyd Dyer and Luke Murphy getting the goal, and Connor Washington couldn't bring it back. And then earlier on in this season, I actually went to Loftus Road again, and it was a 0-0 draw. Pretty boring game, to be fair, but we got the point that we needed, I guess. Burn's 3-0 victory over Sheffield Wednesday was our biggest championship win, and our first 3-0 league win since April 2016, which was actually against Colchester, which was the game before the Gillingham game, which was the game before the game we got promoted. So the penultimate game, if that makes sense. Lucas Aikens actually got a hat-trick on that day. Maybe he can do the same against QPR. So like I said, QPR are actually started to fall into this relegation scrap. It's very tight underneath at the bottom of the table. I'm going to make my score prediction now, and I reckon we can change this 9 games at the Pirelli without a win. With a win, I think it will be quite a tight game, to be fair. QPR aren't going to let us just step all over them. I reckon QPR will get a goal, but I think it will finish Burton Albion 2, QPR 1. You can let me know your score predictions down below in the comments. Of course, I will be travelling to the short trip to the Pirelli Stadium to watch the Brewers face the QPR tomorrow. Video should be up later tomorrow night. From then on, we go on to the midweek compilation video. However, if we do make any signings, I will actually try and make a video on that. It'll either be, depending on whether it's in the morning or at night, I will make one either the next day or on the actual day that the signing is announced. And we'll just give you a few bits of information about them, and then the compilation might be linked to that in the middle of the week. But at the minute, we haven't signed anyone, so there's not much to worry about there. Yeah, like I said, I'll be heading to the Pirelli. If you see me, feel free to come over, give me a wave, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time.